Hi, can you say your names and how old you are?
I'm Tanya, I'm 13.
Ned, I'm 20.
I'm Bessan, I'm 13.
I'm Candy, I'm 22.
And why are you here today?
Support MCR against the Daily Mail, who are using them as a scapegoat.
Basically, really quite sad, a girl killed herself, which you know is never funny. And the media again are blaming this on My Chemical Romance, which is just...
They're saying that they glamorise death.
Yeah, and slitting your wrists. Yeah. But if you're going to, do you know what I mean? It's not only people who listen to that kind of music slit their wrists or kill themselves. Everyone does that.
Everybody?
Well, not everyone, but if you have problems and that's your way of dealing with it, that is how you do it. But it's not right. And MCR have said many times they don't glamorise it. It's actually a quote. They said you
don't actually support that kind of thing.
Yeah, they don't support it at all.
Shows and stuff, and they're just like...
So you think you can stop me yesterday night?
Who or what is anonymous? Well, they're a group of people from all over the world who describe themselves as ubiquitous and was formed to challenge this sick cult of Scientology. Recently, they've turned their attention to the growing cult of EMO and wish to challenge the EMO belief system through non-violent protests and generally just taking the piss. And I noticed that it was going to be a march, but it's kind of changed at the last moment. It's a kind of like a protest here at Marble Arch. Why did you do that?
Well, there were mixed reasons. We firstly found out we could do a Hyde Park more. We also couldn't have too many people in Zoe Street, because it's quite a small place, and the police told us that like 30 people maximum. We actually didn't exceed that in the end, but it all works out fine. And also, I didn't really want to be responsible for keeping everyone safe.
Yeah.
Because obviously marching down very busy streets with when we originally thought we were going to get about 100 people if we were lucky, and I mean there's hundreds here. So.
Yeah. Are you pleased with the turnout?
Absolutely. It's been amazing, like support we've received and all that. It's just can't explain it, you know. It's like also over the past 2 weeks, like we've had support from everywhere. Obviously all the press has turned up and backed us very much, and also like unexpected places, like our site got taken down by some people who were kind of opposed to our protest.
Yeah.
And
I heard about that, they made a fake site.
Yeah, and they actually managed to bring our site down. So they basically don't like photos and that kind of thing. So they were kind of opposed to it, and they managed to bring our site down, and we were actually given free domain space and free like server space to keep it up, because I think people just see our protest, our campaign, and see it and for what it is, which is primarily just anti-suicide and pro-life, obviously.
Okay, so why are you here today?
For the lols. For the lols. Not a lols. A lol.
For the lols. For the lols.
Lols. Lols is a corruption of LOL. LOL. Truly epic lols.
And what specifically are you here for? What's the purpose?
For lols.
Honestly,
that's
for trolling.
And Rick Rolling. Oh yeah, that's it.
So what do you think about the emo march?
I like the air quotes. It's very sexy.
We can see it on camera.
Honestly,
so what's the purpose of today?
I don't know, I think it's just a waste of time. It's just a bunch of emos gathering and then crying about the Daily Mail.
Not exactly emo. Are you sure? That Disney bandage really does it for you. Hey, come on! You cut yourself! I did! This is a medical bandage. Ooh, totally
like Nelly. So you're here today to basically take the piss out of emo?
We're here to take the piss out of everything. Yeah, we're not racist, we hate everybody.
So you made this sign?
Yes, I did.
What does it say?
My chemical romance safeguard license disabled.
Awesome. And have people signed it?
Everyone has, and I've given them all a hug.
Ah, it's pretty sweet.
Because I'm nice like that.
You are nice. What are some of the, can I see some of the messages?
Of course.
We're not in the salon, and that's really sweet. So, when the Daily Mail says it's MCR that's bringing people down and making them depressed and killing themselves, what do you think to that?
That's I think that if they actually done their research, for some of their songs. In famous last words, it says "Keep on living." I'm not afraid to keep on living. So,
yeah. Actually, they took that. Did they misquote that? They took the part of the word says. Oh, sorry. I'm not afraid to keep on living. I'm not afraid to walk this world alone. But they just took the last part of that and said, look, it's saying basically, you know, encouraging children to be, you know, people to be alone and to hurt themselves. It's silly.
And how have you found today?
Yeah, it's fun. Good. It's been good to see like loads of people come out to support them, because at the end of the day, they're, you know, doing this all for us, and the music they write. It actually hasn't made me, you know, want to slit my wrist at all. If anything, it's helped me through a lot. So
that's why
I've to support them and say thank you, basically, and show that the Daily Mail is a crop of shit.
Daily Mail is shit.
That's what I've heard today from a lot of people, that it's does the opposite of what the Daily Mail says. Actually makes them higher, makes them want to go and live in. Is that true for you guys?
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, if they actually listen to their words and stuff, a lot of the things, like kids our age and stuff, they can relate to it and like find out, like sometimes if whoever's like commits suicide and stuff, you think you're in it alone, but if you're with it and it's like you're not alone, there are other people, and like coming here as well shows that you're not alone, there are loads of people.
And what would you like to say to the Daily Mail if you have the chance to?
Get their facts straight.
Before you start scapegoating people, because they're a major newspaper, they should be proper journalists and not just.
They should do their research.
They should do their research and be proper journalists and not just, you know, scapegoat people.
Cool. Thanks. And how are you going to achieve your mission of lolling?
So far, we're doing a pretty good job singing and running around town in masks.
And what do you think of the Daily Mail saying emo is the purpose of all suicide? That's not phrased correctly.
In all fairness, if people got upset by everything the Daily Mail said, we would be here daily. Well, the reason they call it the Daily Mail, of course. Yeah. In fact, if you listen to the Daily Mail, you wouldn't have time to do anything else but to protest what they say. Come on, I read it every day, and I'm down here every morning for something. Yeah. I mean, if it was because of the Daily Mail, everything's down to immigrants and hey! Fuck off! No, seriously, the Daily Mail blames everything on immigrants. It doesn't matter what
So do you think suicide isn't emo's fault?
That's
it's immigrants'
yes. Yeah. If you read the Daily Mail... Alright, all suicide in this country is officially my fault being an immigrant and all. No, you're not. You've got a passport to be here. A visa, that's it.
There's far too many Polish people coming over and stealing all the razor blades and just making themselves our heroes.
But they're good at plumbing.
Yes.
Talking of immigrants, go back to Liverpool, yeah?
It also emerged that in the months leading up to her death, Hannah had begun to use the internet more, secretly surfing the web on the family's laptop. Her mother told the inquest, about a month before Hannah's death, I noticed that she was addicted to the internet. There was a definite change in her desire to be online. On the night of her death, Hannah had spent the evening at a friend's house, also an emo, and one who had also cut himself, telling his mother, "We're emos, we all do it." Hannah had wanted to sleep over and was upset at having to leave. When they got home, Mrs. Bond told Hannah to go to bed, adding that they would discuss the matter in the morning. The teenager turned to her and said, "I feel like killing myself." Breaking down in tears, Mrs. Bond told the inquest, "I think I said, don't be silly, we'll talk about it in the morning." Returning a verdict of suicide, Coroner Roger Sykes said she had become an aficionado of the emo fad, and she was a user of the internet, which enabled her to contact other emos all over the world, in particular America. But she was a very well-liked girl, had many friends, and was doing well in school. In her mother's words, she had everything to live for. The emo overtones concerning death and associating it with glamour I find very disturbing. It's not glamorous, just a simple tragic loss of such a young life. The 200 friends and family who attended Hannah's funeral will no doubt echo that. But not everyone seems to have learned the lesson. In the tribute book set up at Hannah's school, one pupil left the following message: "I hope you all enjoy the Black Parade." Naive, misguided, or just plain stupid. But then, that's always been the trouble with some teenagers, and the danger of emo. Not my words, the words of a Daily Mail journalist. As you see, in London, it's a peaceful protest, but things aren't quite the same over in Mexico.